What's going on, everybody? It's Box Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 news update. So yesterday we finally got our very first official gameplay of the character creator, and let me just tell you right now, thank you very much to everyone at TT Games for working on this thing, because it is absolutely fantastic. The character creator in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 is outstanding. The attention to detail in it is just insane. I mean, I was sitting there watching the live stream and I just couldn't believe how detailed you could go with this thing. I honestly think people are going to spend literally hours messing around with the character creator and perfecting that character to make them look exactly how they are picturing that character in their mind. It is going to be an amazing feature, and I can't wait to see what everyone makes with it. But that's not all. We've also got a ton of characters to talk about, because they announced so many characters on the live stream. Or did they? They were more in the background, but there are so many characters to talk about, and they're all awesome. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so first off, let's talk about the character creator. So here we see the amazing user interface for the character creator, and Arthur Parsons said that when they made this, they wanted it to kind of feel like a comic book. You know, you're making your own comic book for your custom character, which is such a cool idea. I love that concept. Now you can see here that for your appearance, you can choose your hair, your head, neck piece, helmet, attachments, hands, body, arms, capes, hips, and legs. There is so much to choose from here. You can even choose your left arm color and your right arm color separately, even the legs as well. It is entirely up to you how much attention to detail you go into with this character, and I love that. And as you can see from the gameplay demo, a lot of the pieces can also be recolored to pretty much any color you can think of. Not every piece can be recolored, but a lot of them can, which is great, and I'm sure it'll still have a lot of awesome possibilities. Now for the abilities, we saw all the passive abilities we can choose from. So you can give your character a grapple, the ability to climb walls, techno access, mind control, magic, the ability to smash cracked Lego walls, and also the ability to deflect incoming attacks. Now if we think back to a while ago, Stephen Sharple said you could make a really overpowered character with this character creator. So I'm thinking, and I could be wrong about this, when Arthur is showing it off in the demo, he clicks wall crawling and then he quits out. I wonder if you can just click all of them and then have wall crawling and magic and all that kind of stuff all at once, because that would be a very overpowered character. But of course, we will have to wait and see until the game comes out to actually find that out for ourselves. Now if you choose a hold square attack, you can choose to have a targeted lunge like Drax, a beam attack, a boomerang attack like Captain America, or an explosion attack. And in the demo, Arthur Parsons chose the beam attack, and you can see here that you can choose whether to have a heat beam, an ice beam, an electric beam, sonar beam, or even a silver beam as your beam damage type. But then there is also so much more you can mess around with. You can toggle the ability, choose the beam type, choose the beam color, and even choose the beam origin. So you could say, for example, make a character with ice powers that come out of his eyes, but the ice is green. Basically, you could do that if you want to, which is really, really cool. The possibilities with this thing are absolutely endless, especially since they cut off the video at the last minute, because there's so much more we don't know about. They barely scratch the surface of what it can do, because if I bring up the abilities menu again, you can see here that you can choose what the circle and X buttons do as well. We also didn't get to see what powers we can choose from when we tap square, and we didn't even get a glimpse at the weapons, passive traits, miscellaneous things, and several other pieces. Arthur Parsons also teased that there is a voice option, so you can actually change your voice for your character. I mean, this just sounds better and better, and like I said at the beginning, I think people are going to spend literally hours using this thing, and I know I will definitely be doing that. And last but most certainly not least, the final thing we need to talk about is, of course, characters spotted in the roster. Now, we're going to split this into two parts of the video. So the first part, we're going to be looking at the actual roster. The second part, we're going to be looking at the character creator again, because there are a lot of hidden pieces in there that suggest that certain characters are going to be in the game, which is very exciting. So first up in the roster is Captain Avalon. I talked about him in a previous video, because I did actually get to play as him at EGX, and he is awesome. And you can see, you know, from the picture and everything, he looks so cool in this game. The other character we can see is Daredevil. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Daredevil looks a little bit different. He looks awesome, but I think they've changed his design. Does that mean that maybe he has a bigger role this time around? Maybe he's a part of the story? We'll just have to wait and see. Now, we also saw classic Bruce Banner, who can transform into classic Hulk, and Bruce Banner from Thor Ragnarok. Finally, that Bruce Banner is confirmed, but here's the thing. He has this amazing transformation animation, which you can see right here. He pulls out the weapons from Thor Ragnarok, he tries to lift them, and then he gets mad and turns into the Hulk from that movie, and it is just so cool. We also saw Tony Stark and Iron Man Mark 47 from Spider-Man Homecoming. I kind of, thought we saw that in the Spider-Man Homecoming homemade suit trailer, but it was, you just about saw it. It was very much in the background, but to see it, officially confirmed there is great. We've also got Kid Colt, Peter Parker. Now, interesting thing about Peter Parker, I was thinking he would look a lot more like Tom Holland, but he still has the spiky hair. But you got to remember, this isn't the Marvel Cinematic Universe Lego game. This is Lego Marvel Superheroes. It's its own universe. So, while he does wear the same suit from Spider-Man Homecoming, he doesn't look the same as Peter Parker from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So the Peter Parker is the same as the one from the first game, but he's wearing a red shirt this time, and he's still got his spiky hair, which is cool. And of course, if you want to play as Tom Holland's Peter Parker, you could always make him in the customizer. We've also got Stingray, Wong, Attuma, Baron Zemo, an unknown character. I'm not quite sure who this one is right now. Dormammu has finally been confirmed. He also looks very different as well, which is really cool. Captain Corbett, I believe he's some sort of villain to do with Kid Colt. I really don't know anything about him, but I'm sure we'll all learn a lot more about him in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. This next character, this is an interesting one. This is Eliza, aka the Bullseye Killer, and she's essentially Electro Noir. Now, obviously, if we've got Electro Noir and we've got Kingpin already in the game, Daredevil Noir maybe can't be far behind. I would love to see Daredevil Noir in this game, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, another unknown character. Don't know who this is. Hammerhead. This is awesome for me because I love the 90s Spider-Man animated series, and he looks like he's been ripped right out of that cartoon. So to see that version of Hammerhead in this game is so cool, and I really hope he features in a noir mission or something like that, because it would fit that character perfectly. We've also got Korvac, Kraven the Hunter, Korg from Thor Ragnarok, which is awesome. I was really hoping to see him in the game because he's going to be such a funny character in Thor Ragnarok. This is a really, really cool one. Luke Cage from the 1970s. This is my favorite outfit Luke Cage has ever wore in comics. Every time they've added Luke Cage to a video game, I've always wanted that outfit to be playable, just because I think it looks so cool. I never think it looks dated. Every time I think of Luke Cage, I think of that outfit. So to see it in the game is amazing. And even better, Arthur also teased Misty Knight. No word on if she's going to be in the game yet, but Luke Cage 1970s, maybe Misty Knight isn't far behind. We'll have to wait and see, but it'll be great to see Misty in this game. We've also got Baron Mordo from the Doctor Strange movie, another unknown character, don't know who this is. Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, very exciting. Shocker, now this is interesting because Shocker actually flashes once in the gameplay demo, so you can see he has another costume, and that is most likely Herman Schultz from Spider-Man Homecoming. We've also got Steel Serpent, who I'm so glad to see in the game because I was really hoping they would kind of go a bit further with Iron Fist in this game, so it's great to have some of his villains in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. This next character, I can't be sure about this, but it looks to me like it's a gold Ultron. I think Ultron has been gold in the comics before, and that's what it looks like, but, I could be wrong. And the final character we can see in the roster is one that I am very, very excited about, and it is Venom 2099. If you go back to one of my idea videos, that was one of the first characters I wanted to see in the game, and I'm so glad to see him. But here's the thing, it gets better. He actually flashes like Shocker as well, and it looks like he has another alternate costume. Now, that could be two things. One, which I think it will be, and I hope it is Kron Stone, because I love the idea of the symbiote characters now being able to change into their alter egos. So Eddie Brock should be able to turn to Venom, Cletus Cassidy should be able to turn to Carnage, Flash Thompson to Agent Venom, and Venom 2099 to Kron Stone. But maybe it is Scorpion 2099. It could be that as well. We'll have to wait and see, but, Kron, Scorpion, maybe even both, I'd be happy either way. I'm just so glad Venom 2099 made it into this game. And lastly, of course, we need to talk about the characters spotted in the character creator. So, two characters that I've highlighted right here that I can see are Aracnido Jr. and Black Cat. Now, everyone knows who Black Cat is. It's a Spider-Man villain. Not really a villain, more an anti-hero. Sometimes she jumps around a bit, but it's Black Cat. It's Felicia Hardy, and it's great to see her in this game. And hopefully, with Black Cat, maybe we'll get Silver Sable as well. That would be pretty nice, with the upcoming movie. I think it would be a cool way to have both characters characters in the game. Now, Aracnido Jr., he is, I believe, the Mexican wrestler version of Spider-Man, and his suit is so cool. If you look up what his suit looks like, it is awesome, and I was not expecting to see a character like that in this game, so that is great. I really can't wait to play as him, and who knows, maybe you'll even be able to change into his civilian clothes as well. The next character we can see right here is, I'm pretty certain, Ghost Rider. I know a lot of people have been wanting to see Ghost Rider in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, and finally, I think you've got your confirmation. I think that is Ghost Rider. That headpiece looks exactly the same as the one you get in the official Ghost Rider LEGO set, but we'll have to wait and see. But, just to add to this, my friend Francesco, he did actually say thank you to Arthur Parsons for adding Ghost Rider, because he noticed this first, and Arthur Parsons actually favorited the tweet. So, you know, it feels very likely that Ghost Rider is going to be in the game, but again, we'll have to wait and see. We can also see a mummy. Yeah, a mummy, cool. I don't know if that's going to be a character in the character roster. I think it would be great if they add the henchman character pieces to the character creator. That way it doesn't waste slots on the actual character roster. Next up, this to me looks like Captain America Hydra. Now, the reason I say that is because the headpiece looks a lot like Captain America, but you can see on the top, it doesn't look like an A, it actually looks like a H on his mask. I could be wrong, but they are adding, you know, a whole Hydra hub world to LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. It is part of Chronopolis, and we've seen Hydra versions of Iron Man, what looks to be Hawkeye, so Captain America Hydra is probably in the game, but we'll have to wait and see. Next character is Scarlet Spider Ben Reilly. I've actually been getting a lot of requests for Ben Reilly, so yes, he is officially confirmed you will be able to play as Ben Reilly in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, which is awesome. And who else? Scorpion. Scorpion is finally going to be in this game. I'm so happy about this because I really wanted him in the first game, because the first game had almost every Spider-Man villain you could really think of, and I really wanted Scorpion, so I'm so glad he's made it into this one. The next character is Ant-Man Classic. I love this because, yes, we have the Scott Lang Ant-Man from the Ant-Man movie, which is great, but it's also nice to have the classic comic book stuff, because this is a game based on the comics. You know, it's all about Chronopolis and Kang the Conqueror and stuff like that. So while characters do have their Marvel Cinematic Universe costumes, some also have their comic book ones as well, so it's going to be great to be able to play as classic Ant-Man in this game especially. We've also got Blue Marvel, who's in LEGO Marvel's Avengers, and these two right here, I could be wrong about this, but one of them looks like Peggy Carter Captain America, and the other looks like Captain America Steve Rogers. There's a comic book, I think, called Captain America Steve Rogers, and I believe they did at San Diego Comic-Con or something like that, they did an official, you know, exclusive minifigure of that suit, and I believe that is in that grid that you can see right there. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. And the Peggy Carter Captain America, I think she's in there as well, but again, I could be wrong, but it would be great to have both those Captain America variants in the game. We've also got Killmonger, Songbird, Yellowjacket, the classic version of Yellowjacket, which is just so awesome. I know a lot of people wanted that in the very first LEGO Marvel Superheroes, and a lot of people, including myself, expected it to be in LEGO Marvel's Avengers, but nope. But it doesn't matter, because this time around, they've really went all out on Ant-Man, because we've got Scott Lang Ant-Man from the first Ant-Man movie, classic Ant-Man, Goliath, and classic Yellowjacket, as well as Wasp as well. So if you're an Ant-Man fan, you're going to absolutely love LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. And the final character we can see right here is the Winter Soldier. I don't believe Bucky has been confirmed yet, so there you go. Bucky is going to be in the game, which is great news. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So many characters there to talk about. I mean, let me know in the comment section below which character you are most looking forward to playing as out of the ones I've just been talking about. For me, it's hard to choose, to be honest, but I am so excited about Venom 2099 and Luke Cage 1970s. I mean, that Luke Cage 1970s is just so cool, and I really hope they can maybe give Iron Fist his classic suit as well, because I believe we're probably going to get the ultimate Luke Cage as well, but seeing as how this game is all about time travel, they could sneak in the 1970s one, which is just so great. So hopefully, maybe they can sneak in the original Iron Fist design. We will just have to wait and see. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.